Well, hello everyone, this is Don Smith. I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Beyond the Lens, where we talk everything photography. Hey, today I would like to actually take a look back to October at Adobe Max that was held in Los Angeles. And I've come across actually online a presentation that they make each year, I've been told, called SNEAKS, Adobe SNEAKS. And what that is where we take a look at some potential new technology that could be released in some upcoming products. Now, as of now, I don't know if anything, at least what I've seen, has been released, and I don't even know if it will be released, but it's kind of cool to take a look at it. And the first one I want to show you of two projects today is called Project See-Through. Let me give you a little tip. If you've ever been riding in an airplane, you've shot through a window at, let's say, some cool snowy peaks or something, and you got those dreaded reflections. Well, take a look at this new technology and see if you don't get as excited as I do. Project See-Through.
All right, well, we have a lot of photographers out here in the audience tonight. And I think we need to do a little something with photography. So this next sneak is Project See-Through by Eric Key.
Eric!
I don't know about you all, but I take a lot of pictures, like this one. I was in the car when I got this shot, and I think it's pretty good, but the sky's kind of messed up. These are reflections from inside the car. But it's okay, we can fix this. Open Photoshop, use generative fill. You know the fill's gonna work because the sky is smooth. It's just, it'll take a little bit of time and effort to get it all cleaned up nicely. So maybe there's a faster way.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, boom, reflections are gone. That's it. The AI has automatically removed all of the reflections from the sky, and it was definitely a lot easier than doing it by hand. So that was easy, but I know some people are going to say, hey man, those reflections look kind of simple. And I totally get that. It's just that reflections are also kind of a common problem. So check out this shot. I got this one of my friend's puppy, and I think it would be difficult to clean this up in Photoshop. Look at all these detailed trees here. You could use Firefly, but that might completely change your photo, including the way the dog looks. So let's try cleaning this one up too. 3, 2, 1, boom, reflections are gone.
Whoa.
The AI has automatically pulled all of those trees out of the background and on the face of the dog, right? This is definitely much more of the photo that I was looking for. Okay, so this was easy, but this time I want to be the one to say, I don't think those reflections are that difficult, because they're not that strong on the dog, right? You can still see his face. So let's try another one. I got this shot while window shopping. I thought these record players were kind of cool, but the reflection from the street kind of ruins this. In fact, I might even delete this photo because I don't know if I could fix that in Photoshop. Look at all these detailed edges here. These are the cobblestones in the street. So let's try cleaning this one up, but I want to show you something else too. This time, let's also save the reflection. Three, 2, 1, boom, reflections are gone. The AI has pulled all of the cobblestones out of there. You can clearly see the record players, right? Definitely we can share this photo. You don't need to delete it. And don't forget we saved the reflection, so here's that.
Cool.
Thank you. So you can see all of the cobblestones and the umbrella and my shoes. Seriously though, now that we've separated these two images, so here's the clean one, we can open them in Photoshop to edit them, recombine them, whatever you want to do in Photoshop. Okay, so you've seen how we can rescue ruined photos and clean up reflections and even edit reflections in Photoshop. I want to show you just one more example today because it turns out that reflections are more than just an annoyance. They can actually hide important content in your pictures. So check out this shot. I got this at a friend's house party. Reflection covers about half of the photo, but it's also really strong. Up here in the sky, you can barely see anything through that, but let's try it anyway. Three, two, one, boom.
Wow.
Reflections are gone. The AI has automatically recovered all of the details of the beams in the ceiling and the window here, the dining table, and of course, most importantly, now you can see the subject clearly and without any distractions. And that's the whole point of reflection removal, right? By giving you control over when and where reflections appear in your photos, you can stop worrying about glass getting in the way. Thank you very much.
Okay, so pretty cool, don't you admit? I can't wait for that to actually find its way into Lightroom or Photoshop or possibly both. I know I would be using it quite regularly. Okay, we got one more to take a look at. And this one's kind of cool. I'm not going to tip my hand on this one. Simply to say this is Project Stardust. Please watch it all the way through. I think you will be amazed.
I'm genuinely so stoked about this next piece of technology and getting this into our products. This is Project Stardust by Aya Filimo. Woo! Hallo zusammen, wie geht's, die Leute?
So my little sister loves to volunteer around the neighborhood by walking our neighbors' dogs. And she asked for my help editing a photo for her to use for her flyers and her brochures for her dog walking service. So I have the photo ready to go. The first thing that I want to do to this photo is move this couple more towards the center of the frame. How many of you guys have done something similar? First, you have to, a lot of you, first you have to mask around the person, then move them to where we want them to be, and then we have a person-shaped hole in the back that we need to fill in somehow. Very tedious. Now, Project Stardust aims to make photo editing as easy as possible. And the easiest way to select people and move them is to select the two people and move them. It doesn't need to be difficult. That's it. That's all, y'all. Woo! What did Dacia say the other day? Let the robots do the work, y'all. We're trying to put y'all on. So Project Stardust does this by understanding all of the objects in the picture the same way that you and I, human beings, understand the people, the objects, the background in 3D space. This allows you to essentially reach into the photo and edit it as if it were real life. Let's take these background people, for example. If I wanted to remove these background people and I select them one by one, I hit delete on my keyboard and they disappear. That wasn't it. You don't even know.
Chill.
It would be very time-consuming to delete each person one by one, especially if it's a large crowd, you know, your vacation photos. So Stardust has a way, luckily, to identify exactly which people are distracting from the main focus, so you can delete them with just one click. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Now, if this is a flyer for a dog walking service, I think we need a dog, right? We need to add a dog.
Yeah, we do.
So let's add a fluffy dog. I love the audience participation. You guys are like, oh, get this woman a puppy immediately. So Stardust is connected to generative fill and has all of that magic, right? So adding a new object is just as easy. This one's like, ready to go. Just as easy as all of the objects that were already in the picture, right? So if I'm going to keep this dog, these are individual isolated objects. So I can, scale, rotate, I can move the dog behind the guy, do all of that good stuff. I'm actually going to flip it so he's looking the other way. Let's do that. Off script, you're getting a little bonus. So let's do that. Now this picture is missing a little something, just a little bit of razzle-dazzle. Now, my sister loves to wear an orange sweater
when she's walking the dog, so we can look outside the window and see her beep bop booping along with the puppies. And I want to make this sweater match her orange sweater. Notice how I didn't need to draw any outlines or any shapes. I wanted to click the shirt, so I clicked on the shirt and it knew exactly what I was looking for. This one looks great. Yeah, let's use this first one. And there we have it. The photo is ready to go for her flyers and her brochures. Woo! Now let's see what Stardust can do in another example. In this photo, my friend is this guy in the middle. And he really loves the way that he looked that day. He's feeling himself. He really wants to use this photo as his professional headshot, his badge photo, et cetera, et cetera. Now, at this point, we already know that I can Stardust his coworkers out of the picture, right? That's table stakes at this point. So, spicy. So, the real challenge in this example is that he is standing behind this woman, right? So, even if I did move her out of the way or delete her, it's not like Stardust is gonna like magically know what he looks like behind her, right? Right?
No, I bet it does.
Right? Wrong! Because of course it magically knows what he looks like behind her. Of course we can do that. Woo! Adobe Max SNEAKS is a magic show!
Yeah, it is!
So there we go. Stardust those people out. We'll move him a little bit more towards the middle, and bam, he's ready to go. He's loving it. He's loving it. The most amazing thing about object completion is that it happens automatically with both people and objects the moment that you upload your photo. So if you had the power to edit your photos as if they were real, what would you create?
Well, how cool was that? I mean, AI, let's face it, AI is in our cameras, it's in our software, it's in our computers, it's everywhere, gang. AI is probably in every industry going out there. It's the way of the future. I think a lot of it's going to be really, really cool. A lot of it is really scary. I will be the first to admit. And but in the hands of creatives, I think artificial intelligence is the way of the future, really. So I hope you enjoyed this little presentation from Adobe today. Hey, if you got any ideas for some upcoming shows, please let me know, and I'll take a look at it. And if we can turn it into a show, I'll definitely give you credit. And until next Friday, this is Don Smith. You take care.